Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Killer Rodan. So today, of course, I'm going to be talking about some low budget features, obviously. Oh, definitely, it's a movie that hardly anyone, if anyone, has heard of before, of course. But that's fine though, I tend to want to talk about these kind of stuff anyway. So the film I'll be speaking about is again another Western film, obviously, as you can see yourself. And it's the film titled, oh, here we go. Here it is. So, of course, it's again another Rage Buster little feature thing I'll be talking about again. So, here we are, I suppose. I reckon. Anyway, as always, let's talk about the plot, shall we? So, here we go. Oh, definitely. In this movie, we get to see that the Rage Busters they have to do their thing in this feature where they have to chase this group of outlaws shooting at this wagon, I guess you would say. When the outlaws flee, the rage busters discover that the wagon's driver is dead, which of course does create a lot of problems, obviously. But there is a live baby in the wagon. They discover that the villains are attempting to abduct the child to get their hands on this vulnerable piece of property. So yes, there's gonna be some drama thrown into the future. Well, you might as well, I guess. That's how this works. You have to have some kind of drama, of course. This trio of heroes come across this ambush where they're too late to save the man being attacked. However, they do manage to rescue this infant pretty much from the man's possession. The villains are after the baby to pretty much gain control of a valuable piece of property. So yeah, definitely a bit of trouble that they're in this movie. But of course, it's up to the main characters here to take care of the villains and fight the bad people and make sure the law is brought down. I guess you can say how to say this. Justice is met. However you want to say this, of course. Of course, peace must be kept, but obviously it doesn't come easy as you might expect. But that's how it is, I guess you can say. Oh, definitely. Definitely, this has been one of these movies I've been meaning to cover to begin with because it's an old movie. I've seen it as of late, and I just thought since I've been watching these movies ever since back then when the original releases, might as well talk about it now. Well, I am a lot older than what I appear to be, so there's that obviously. So for this one, yes, of course, the Rage Busters must do what they feel like have to do. Yes, of course, this trio of cowboys, they have code of conduct. Of course, they have to do what they feel is best for everyone. Help the innocent, make sure nobody is hurt and whatnot. They want to make sure that a lot of people are safe, obviously. But we do have to have some kind of conflict to get things going. We have to make sure there's a bit of drama thrown in quite clearly because of the fact that there's some bad people out there. And yes, unfortunately, a life was taken, of course, when it comes to this drama, so to speak. Oh yes, I do realize that this may not be for everybody's cup of tea, really. Yes, obviously, this was made during a period of time where these kinds of movies were basically the highlight of this type of genre. This genre became really popular. And yes, of course, trends come and go, and this obviously proves it. And there you have it, I suppose. But nevertheless, this was definitely going on a trend of movies at the time. Yes, of course, the fact that it's old will be used as a reason to be dismissed. Yeah, I know a lot of people these days may not want to watch these old movies because of the fact that it's old, which is a shame because I like a lot of these. That's partly why I keep coming this genre over and over again because these type of movies aren't too shabby for what they're trying to do here. I do like the stories that we use. Of course, we get to see who's the heroes, who's the bad people, and the bad people must be punished. What will happen um, during the story and whatnot. So that's you gotta focus on that some kind of way, quite clearly. And that's the thing, though. The good guys must take care of the villain somehow, I suppose. Will they succeed? Well, you have to watch the movie itself to find that out. Oh, definitely. Oh, yeah. I know this was definitely made during the, I guess you can say, the golden era of these types of films. These movies were definitely popular during a certain period of time, which is fine, and it shows that this was definitely a thing way back then. Oh, I remember, folks. Oh, I definitely remember those days. Oh yeah, yeah. Society was different. Everybody was different. Like people behaved differently and whatnot way back then. I witnessed that. I do remember those days. Oh yeah, and people behaved different compared to now. And I mean, it's of course a generation thing, quite clearly. Like I was saying before, people's taste in movies will clearly change after a while. It happens. It doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing, but maybe in some cases it can be, I suppose. Like the one thing I keep hearing is that oh, movies doesn't are not as good as it used to be and whatnot, which I think may be true to some extent. I guess you can say in some ways, sure. I guess this genre is still liked to this very day. It just never rose to the popularity as it did way back then, back in the heyday. Oh, definitely. I would definitely say that. That's for sure. But yeah, that's definitely a thing there. Oh, definitely. What an adventure that these characters go through, folks. But hey, as part of fun when it comes to these types of movies. Definitely. Oh yeah, definitely something I would say I recommend for those who want to see a bunch of Western films. Definitely. Anywho, I'll give this film an overall rating of a 7.010. It gets a 7.010 from me. So of course, as always, thanks for watching and take care. Until next time. See ya. Oh yeah, later.